Welcome back. Now, if you watched video 1, you know I got pregnant naturally at 43 after the whole fertility clinic roller coaster. So in this video, I'm pulling back the curtain on exactly how I supported my hormones naturally, the stuff that actually made the difference. Now, this isn't complicated or perfect. It's what I teach my clients and what worked for my 43-year-old body. So that is to work with your cycle by supporting it. So here's exactly what I did. The first half of my cycle, so roughly days 1 to 14, is the estrogen building phase. So this is when your body is ramping up estrogen with the goal to ovulate. Now, it's super important to support estrogen well so she can do her job properly. So food-wise, I focus on healthy fats, cruciferous veggies, and protein. Things like avocado, coconut oil, nuts, seeds, broccoli, cauliflower, eggs, salmon, sardines, and lots of colorful vegetables. I limited complex carbs mostly to the days that I did strength training or heavy cardio. Now, on lighter workout days, I kept complex carbs even lower and fasted for 12 to 16 hours. Movement-wise, this was pre-pregnancy, so I was pushing myself. I was jogging, biking, doing strength training 3 to 4 times a week, and if the weather was terrible, I'd do HIIT workouts indoors. Now, my body felt strong and energized when I challenged it in this phase, and I felt great. After our miscarriage, I wanted to deep clean from the inside out, so I did an 85-hour water fast. It helped reduce inflammation in my body, improve my insulin sensitivity, and gave my cells a fresh boost through autophagy and helping my body create new stem cells. It was like hitting the reset button for me. Now, if you want to do a longer fast like this, you really need to build up to it by doing 16 to 24-hour and even 36-hour fasts in the first half of your cycle. Now, I planned mine just before I ovulated. Now, the thing about these longer fasts is that you can't exercise, so you really need to plan well and know that that's what's going to happen so you can have the most success. Now, the biggest thing is to listen to your body. This isn't for everyone, but it was powerful for me. Do you have to do it? No. I strongly suggest doing it once or twice a year just to give your body that reset. But supporting your hormones through food and movement with some fasting is still super effective. So the second half of my cycle, this is after ovulation, is the progesterone phase. Now, progesterone needs to take the lead to support a potential pregnancy. This is the time to completely shift gears from pushing yourself to comforting yourself. And there's a really important reason for that. Progesterone and cortisol, your stress hormone, do not play well together. So if you're chronically stressed or doing stressful things like intense workouts, long fasting, constantly being on the go, or obsessing over being pregnant, your body thinks it needs to run or fight for its life. So it dumps cortisol to keep you alive because it thinks you need to go do those things. So when that happens, your body goes into survival mode and basically puts progesterone production or making babies on the back burner. So without enough progesterone, staying pregnant becomes really, really difficult. So in this phase, I focus on supporting progesterone as much as possible. So food-wise, I ate magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate, leafy greens, and bananas. I also increased my complex carb intake with sweet potatoes, carrots, beans, rice, oatmeals. I chose more comfort foods like shepherd's pie with roasted vegetables, or stews, hearty frittatas with potatoes, spinach, and feta, or baked salmon, or grilled burgers with lots of root vegetables. Basically comforting, nourishing food that didn't make me feel like crap afterward. Movement-wise, I took it a lot easier. No heavy lifting, no HIIT workouts, no long runs. I shifted to walks, yoga, and bodyweight exercises. And I really paid attention to how I felt energy-wise and acted accordingly. We're so used to thinking that we have to keep pushing through even when we're exhausted. And that's where so many of us are having fertility and hormone issues. So instead, I let my body guide me and focus on rest and recovery so progesterone could do her thing. Now, other things that mattered was I made sure I prioritized my sleep. I lowered my overall stress with daily walks outside, deep, slow breathing, and saying no more often. And I stopped obsessing over being pregnant or not, instead focused on supporting and loving my body. Now, after doing this consistently for a few months, we got pregnant in August. And this time it stuck. Now, I wasn't perfect, but I knew I wanted this, and that made it so much easier. So I focused on why I was doing it, and the overall pattern, cycle syncing, my food, and movement made a huge difference. So this works whether you're 28 or you're 48, doesn't matter. Your body is still smart. It just needs the right support at the right time. So in the next video, video 3, I'm going to share how I stayed really healthy during this pregnancy. No gestational diabetes, I have incredibly great blood pressure, and how I kept lifting weights right up until 37 weeks. Now if you try any of this, drop in the comments what phase you're in or what you want to try first. If you have any questions, I read every single one. Hit like if this gave you hope, subscribe, and I'll see you in video 3 where we talk about thriving in pregnancy after 40. You've got this. Your body is capable. Here's to happy hormones, feeling amazing in your body, and loving your life.